Hello everyone. This is a video on how to make gyoza or Japanese dumplings. Some people just call them dumplings or pot stickers. I started this video really late last night because I wanted the meat to sit overnight and then I had to defrost the skins. But feel free to add anything. This is part 1 of the video. This just shows you how to get the mix down, and then don't forget to go to part 2 so you can, figure out how to wrap them and fry them. Okay? If you have any questions, just email me, leave a note, make a comment, and I'll respond. Wonton soup video also coming up today. We were out kind of late last night, so little delay on that, but it'll be worth the wait. All right? Keep it poppin', keep it choppin'. Today we're going to make gyoza. It's Japanese dumplings that are usually crispy on one side. Some people deep fry them, whatever. Normally people use pork, but I'm going to use pork and chicken in the wonton, so I'm going to use beef. Alright, you're going to need 1 pound of beef. You're going to need 3 cloves of garlic. Garlic's pretty good right now. It's 5 heads for 69 cents. You're going to need that. You're going to need about a 1-inch piece of ginger. I love it when Afro goes to the Asian store because look how juicy that is. It looks so good. So you'll need about a 1-inch piece. A 1-inch piece will be fine. You're going to also need a teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to use some white pepper. I had him buy some at the store because I like it ground. You're also going to need some soy sauce, some oyster sauce, a tablespoon of cornstarch, or you can use potato starch. You'll need 3 green onion, a teaspoon of sesame oil, as well as a package of wrappers. Now you certainly can roll these yourself, but if your store has them at a reasonable price, I would just purchase them. These are $1.69. Okay, this brand, or the round kind, is $1.69. And there's a lot in here. Normally these are about 50, 35 to 50, depending on the thickness, but he picked the good ones. So you'll need a package of these, or go ahead and roll out 25 to 30 of the wrappers. So you're gonna, I have had this, it wasn't really labeled at the Asian store, but this was $1.59 a pound. It looks like 85% to me. Break down the garlic, and I'm just gonna take the 3 cloves that I need, alright? These are really hard. See, these are kind of big. I'm going to go ahead and, let me see, 1, take 4, yeah, 3 ought to do it. These are pretty hefty. So I'm just going to take the 3. Now I cut off this part, okay? I just cut off the hard part of it, alright? Then I lay it on its side, and I just smash it. Then all you have to do is pick it up by the tail, take the skin off. Pick it up by the tail, take the skin off. Pick it up by the tail, take the skin off, okay? Get rid of all this. Then you want to peel the ginger, okay? Some people put the ginger and garlic through the grater, but I like it. I like the bite, so I'm going to leave mine. Okay, I'm going to leave mine as is. This is pretty young ginger. You see that's real, it's very fragrant, smells good. You're going to cut that in slivers like that. Okay? Then go lengthwise and just chop. Okay? Just take them lengthwise like that. If you have young ginger, you can leave that all in. That's why I like it fresher. It comes out better. So remember, you need a 1-inch piece of the ginger. Then take the garlic, cut it about 4 ways lengthwise, then I just turn it and just do a chop. Because you've already smashed it with your knife. So about 4 ways through. If there's a hair, if there's a skin, just dump that. Okay? Leave that in a pile. Take your green onion, line them up. Okay, cut the heads off. Get 1 length, get 2 lengths. Then just line them up. Green onions have been really expensive here lately. They used to be like 4 for $1, but now they're like 50 cents. 50 cents, 59 cents a bunch, which is unusual for here, because here it's normally super cheap. So now you have those 3 things together, okay? Just chop it again. Get it a little finer. Get all 3 together. I'm going to take all of this, I'm just going to put it in with your beef. Okay, you're going to add your 1 tablespoon of pepper, your 2 tablespoons of soy, your 1 tablespoon oyster sauce, your teaspoon of sesame, and your tablespoon of cornstarch. We still have to cut the cabbage, but prior to that, let's go ahead and mix this so it gets completely incorporated. Pork and chicken are a lot softer, but with this, you want it to have, wow, that smells good already. You want it to be like kind of sticky, okay? But because it's beef, it takes a little more seasoning than it takes a little more time to get that seasoning in. So before I add the cabbage, I'm going to go ahead and soften it up and get everything incorporated in there. If you massage it enough, It's not going to need an egg. Okay? It should be like this, so when you take a bit, it really sticks in the gyoza. Alright? So I'm going to let this rest for a minute. I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to get back to the cabbage. You'll need, this is very small cabbage if you compare it to this. You might want to use Napa cabbage. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Okay? You only need about 1/4 of the cabbage. And I'm going to pick the small one at that. So 1/4, right? That big. Just cut the spine out. Just take the strips. Just chop that really fine. Okay? See? Alright? Take one strip. Chop that really fine. Once you finish cutting, this is a lot. This is 1/4 of a small cabbage. There's some pieces that are kind of lengthy. I really don't like this plastic cutting board. But I needed something big. With the gyoza, I think this is called yaki gyoza, when it has the cabbage and the meat. With the gyoza, you know, you can pretty much put what you like. You can use ground pork, ground chicken. You can use a combination. You can use ground chicken and you know, finely chopped shrimp, and it'll cook together nicely. All right, but you can add cabbage. You can not add cabbage. Some people just like all meat, but this is a more traditional way to make it with some kind of veggie. So we're going to mix that with the beef. I'm out of rice wine, and I really don't want to use unfiltered sake for this, so I'm just going to add a splash of the balsamic. You can add balsamic, you can add sake. Just add a splash. It just needs a little bit of that acid. Alright? So you see I've got the meat, and I've got the cabbage, and we're going to incorporate that. Okay? Just go ahead and mix everything thoroughly together. So like I was saying, if you like more garlic, you can add more garlic. If you like, you know, more onion, you can add more onion. If you're a ginger freak, you know, feel free to add more ginger. If you want all meat, okay, if you're just going to do all meat though, remember to freeze your gyoza for a little bit because they'll soak through. So you can see everything is completely incorporated. Make sure that's nice and even. So every time you grab a tablespoonful, it always looks right. This smells fantastic. Just the ginger, the garlic, the soy, the vinegar. It smells absolutely great. If you want to go spicy, go spicy. If you want to, you could do like shredded beef with ground beef with barbecue sauce if you want. You want to do Western gyoza, Southwest gyoza. So I'm going to cover this and refrigerate it for 30 minutes to let it marinate, let it stick a little bit.